welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we got to take care of that slush in the driveway, but I want to show you, as promised in the thumbnail, how I brought internet to the barn. It's so cheap, it's so easy, and I've tried numerous methods, which I'll tell you about as well. We're also going to feed the critters. Going to try something a little bit different. Going to install the trail cam as well. So a whole bunch of stuff. So thanks for joining us, and let's get to work. Well, we got a real potential mess out here. This slush is covering the driveway. And what happened was we got about 2 inches of snow last night, and then we got rain. So the rain started melting everything, and normally no problem, let it melt, but the temperature's dropping again. It's right at freezing right now, and it's going to continue to drop. So what's going to happen is all this slush is going to turn to ice. It actually already is starting to, if you look at it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape the driveway. We're supposed to get 4 to 7 inches tonight. So yeah, if I don't get this done, I'm going to have a mess. Hey, if you enjoy our videos, we sure would appreciate a thumbs up right here. Thank you for being here. If you clicked on this video, you probably had some interest in bringing the internet out to the barn. We're going to get to that. But right now I got to get this out of the driveway. It'll be an absolute mess if I don't. I think I'm going to push some of this snow back. Building up a little bit here. Tell you what, if you have not tried, if you have a box blade, it for snow plowing, I know it doesn't replace a snow pusher, I get that, but I'm telling you, I really find it helpful. look at that. They'll let anybody on TV these days. Well, as promised in the thumbnail, I'm going to share with you how I got internet out here in the barn. My house is only 12 feet away, so it's obviously a little less of a challenge than it's going to be for some of you, but the process that I'm going to share with you is good for up to 300 feet. And it's unbelievably inexpensive. I got about $70 into it, and you can see over my shoulder, you can get all kinds of stuff when you're hooked up to the internet. So let me show you what I did. Okay, so I bought this 4-edge router from Amazon. I'll show you right here. I think it was about $55 or so. And this is a Ethernet cable. I actually bought 200 feet, but you know, I could have got away with half of that, and I'll be changing it. What I'm going to show you, this was kind of all just a test to see how this worked. I am going to be doing a little bit more of a permanent installation when all the snow goes away. I'll show you that in a second, what I mean by that. But so the router itself, you got a WAN input, and then you've got 3 LAN outputs. You don't want to use those. You want to go in this WPN. And from here, yeah, so all this is the reason that I have not done a more permanent hookup on this. You'll see, and we're on the opposite wall now from where I just showed you a minute ago. You can see that you've got the Ethernet cable coming out. It runs across, and then in here to the basement. And let's go down, and I'll show you what we did from there. So this was actually my old shop before we built the barn. So over here is where we're coming in from outside. You can see daylight there. Again, this is all temporary. The outside portion is going to all go into PVC piping. So I ran it across here. And across here. Here it is up here. And going up into the office where we have the existing modem and router, and let me show you that and how I hooked it up. All right, so here's where it comes in from the basement that I showed you just a few moments ago. That's Ethernet cable. One line is actually coaxial cable, which goes into the modem. You see where that's blinking. Here's where the coaxial cable comes in. The other line coming up is the Ethernet cable. Now, here's a graphic from the internet because I wanted to do some research on this, so I give you guys good information. And you can see it tells you that your signal, you're going to be just fine at 300 feet or under. I'm going to guess 80 feet, something like that. So I should not have any signal loss. Now, so when it comes in from the basement, it's coming in on this line right here. As far as your modem and your router, you change nothing. Which, by the way, this is a TP-Link router that we've had for, I don't know, maybe a year and a half. It's a 2-story house, and we've got TVs in every bedroom. The kids are always on their devices, and we always had problems with buffering and what have you. Since I've gotten this, I use no Wi-Fi extenders at all. We have no issues. So anyhow, coming in from the router in the barn, across the snow that I showed you, down into the basement, up through this hole, we're going into the router. Now, on this router, I've got LAN 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here is the VPN, similar to the router in the barn. You're not going to use that. This is going down to the modem. You're going to come in from the barn or from your outbuilding, and you're going to go in one of these LAN connections. And honestly, it is just that simple. Now, I have tried various methods. I tried just a Wi-Fi extender. It just wouldn't work. I tried a power line extender, which is quite popular, and when I watched videos on it, a lot of guys had good luck. And that's where you tap in. My barn runs off of the main panel from the house, and theoretically, you're supposed to be able to plug into any line that's common with your outbuilding. Well, it did not work. There's various other options out here. Here's one that's a long-range extender that's $240. I did not want to spend that. And there's some other options that are available. So I tried a number of different things. This, when I thought about it, I thought, well, this just makes sense to me. I'm going to try it. So that's why this is all a temporary line. I wanted to make sure it worked. Obviously, before I talk to you guys about it, I got about 70 bucks in it. That's it. That's the cable and the new router in the barn again. That was about $55 at Amazon for the router. Your cable is going to vary depending on the length of your outbuilding to wherever your main source is for internet coming in. I know there's other ways. I know this is rudimentary and simple, but it works. So you can see all kinds of deer tracks around here. What we're going to do, we're going to hang the trail cam right here, but I want to try something. I've got a deer lick. Hey, by the way, look at the slickness on this snow. Man, am I glad I got that slush out of the driveway. Here's what we got just outside the barn right here. This is all ice that I'm trying not to fall on, but the driveway, you can see, dry as a bone. So, yeah, I'm glad I did that. Driving around this morning, some of the parking lots and driveways, just an absolute sheet of ice. Ours all the way down to the pavement and dry, because after I did the slush, got a little bit of sun, it dried it. So when that snow comes, hopefully it's not going to be on a bed of ice. Anyhow, so I've got this feed that you've seen me use before, but I want to try a deer lick. I tried one years ago and didn't have a lot of luck with it, but I know the deer are all around and they're hungry. You know, this snowpack's been here for a while and it's so much harder for them to get food. So yeah, I'm going to put down both, spread it out a little bit and kind of see, you know, what kind of attention we get to both of them. And then I'm going to use this FlexM trail cam. I've showed you it before. The nice thing about this trail cam is it's going to send videos and pictures right to our phone. So the only thing we've got to do is come out and change the battery occasionally. You can go with a bunch of AA batteries or whatever. We elected to have 2 rechargeable batteries, so we can just come out here, change it, and won't lose a beat. So I think first thing I'm going to just get this camera hung up. So I'm going to put down some of the feed around here. I know that they love this. And I think, look at it, the snow is so hard it's actually blowing this feed around. Isn't that something? I think what I'll do is I'll put the lick right here. So here's the proximity to the camera. There's the feed. And now we'll see what happens. Got a river over there. It's gonna take forever to dry out in the spring. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I always love being with you guys. We've got some super single-digit cold weather coming. We've got, which I don't know, mentioned earlier in the video, probably anywhere. It's gonna be between a half foot and a foot of snow. And like I said before, I'm glad I got the driveway cleared out. Thank you so much for joining us. God bless you all, and we'll see you next time on Tractors in Life.